Ebonie, you shared with us this really provocative notion that our kids are caught up in a world that demands so much time in what David Brooks calls the achievatron. But then you made it, there's even another level coming after them of time bandits, of things they view as leisure, but which steal their time. The devices, the entertainment, the social media. And even the folks who are nodding along with you right now going, that's right, and we know it's right, are wondering, how would I bring that up with my kids? They didn't just think I was telling them, shout not. How do we present this as part of what Dallas Willard called the glittering, irresistible allure of the gospel, as opposed to a bony-fingered, you got to stop this? How do you do that with your kids?
I almost want to say you don't. And by that I mean, we've talked about this concept of grit and flow. And so what we're kind of saying to our kids is we're saying, look, God has this great thing out there for you. It's this great thing of joy, abundant joy, that you won't be able to find anyplace else. And so if you'll just give yourself a little bit to it, you'll get to that place, right? And so we allow them to do that. Here's what we think will happen. We think that as we do that, they will begin to experience that abundant joy, and that some of those things will start to work themselves out. In other words, as they begin to experience that abundant joy, as they hit those periods of flow where they say, man, this Jesus thing, this joy thing, this abundance that I'm feeling right now, this is amazing. Because the truth is, what we're asking them to do is to trade one thing for something that is so much better, right? But anybody who has kids knows that you can't go to them. I can't go to my kids and say, look, I want you to give up all the things that you love or you think you love, right? You give up all of those things, and then I want you to put these practices in place of those things. And so I say that we approach that from kind of a different angle. We allow them to start. We give them, some gritty practices. We help them to kind of launch, but then we trust God to do what God does. And that's to reveal himself, to reveal that he is the abundant joy, the abundant rest, what they are really looking for. And as they do that, our argument, our belief is that they're going to begin for themselves to start to sort out, well, you know what? I want more of this that Jesus has to offer. And in order for me to get more of this, I'm going to have to let go of a little more of that. I may have to let go of a little bit of those 9 hours that I'm spending on social media, because what I'm getting from God is so good. It's better than what I had before.